Jamar Chase hasn't been over 50 yards in the last 5 games now straight. So that's interesting for someone who started off so hot. It's kind of cooled down a little bit. The opportunity is there. You dropped this weird ball where he did kind of like Gerald Everett, like ball. Oh, it's intercepted and it's going back the other way. That could have been a big play, probably a walk-in touchdown. I saw somebody say, "Man, he's point shaving." All right, so Jamar Chase. Obviously, we know how talented Jamar Chase is, very talented. But the passing defense as a whole, the 10th in the league, averaging 311 yards passing the game. 49ers don't average giving up that much. Now, again, for everything y'all want to say about 49ers, I know Mosley missing and stuff like that. We'll see what happens. But for whatever reason, 49ers don't give up a ton of passing yards. They just don't. All right. The rushing yards, they're 18th. Now, they do have a terrific back that they're starting to feed more. And we'll get more into this conversation that is later in the week. But they have a running back that they're feeding more, mixing. And we'll see what's up with him. I think the thing that really kind of jumps out to me, Joe Burrow, he's good quarterback. But how with Joe Burrow, he hurt his finger. I was watching the game. He hurt his finger. So we'll see how much that affects him moving forward. I don't think he had the best game against the LA Chargers. Now, T. Higgins, he had a terrific game. All right. That's the guy. Everybody's talking about Jamar Chase, man. T. Higgins, he's nice. Jamar Chase, obviously, he's legit too. He is the more talented receiver. But Joe Burrow hurt his finger through multiple interceptions. There's going to be some opportunities. If that finger, we'll see if it's fractured, if it's dislocated, whatever it is, whatever's going on with that finger, we'll see if that affects him moving forward against the 49ers. We see what happened with Russell Wilson, and his play has been kind of up and down, right? And I think a lot of Russell Wilson's play has been affected by his finger. And we'll see if that happens with Joe Burrow. It says his pinky swollen, and it just depends. I should have a football here. It depends on how he grips the ball. But any fingers, like you do use all your fingers to grip a football and throw, and it snaps off a certain way. We'll see if that pinky, whatever finger it is, ends up hurting him. But I think for the most part, what the 49ers want to do, you want to limit the big play. And 49ers have been really good with that. Really good. 49ers have been really good with limiting the big play. I get it. Y'all don't want to give 49ers DBs no prop. I know. That's cool because I'm going to do it for y'all. All right. 49ers have been terrific at limiting the big play. They're going to have to continue to limit it this. Now, is that to say that Jamar Chase won't have a big play? No, I'm not saying that. But can you limit it a little bit? Maybe he has one big play because he is a terrific vertical threat. And if I'm them, oh, yeah, I'm testing the 49ers DBs vertically. One, you got Josh Norman. He does all kind of weird stuff. Sometimes he's in position, then sometimes he has a big cushion, that sometimes he doesn't give enough cushion. I don't know. He doesn't know exactly how he wants to play. So you got Josh Norman. I test him vertically. You got Dante Johnson, who's probably going to start. I would test him vertically as well. I would test him vertically as well. So that's one thing that really jumps out about the Bengals. Their defense, whatever. I'm not worried about their defense. I saw their defense get torched by, what's his name? Mike White from the Jets. Torched him. Threw for 400 yards, like 4 touchdowns, whatever it was. Torched the Bengals defense. Has anybody thrown for 400 yards on the 49ers? Because y'all act like that's what everybody's doing every week. But Mike White torched the Bengals defense. I'm not really worried about their defense. We will get into how some of the 49ers injuries can affect their offense and some of the things they would do. Obviously, this is titled, can the 49ers incorporate Trey Lance? Can Trey Lance bring a different element to the 49ers offense and potentially make it more explosive in the running game? Running game has been really stagnant now. Can Trey Lance help with that? We'll get to that. But right now, we're talking about the Bengals offense against the 49ers defense. And I don't think it's as much of a mismatch as people think. Now, that's not to say that the Bengals can't be explosive and do some things or they won't have their moments. Again, it is the NFL. They're going to get theirs. They have good players on and explosive players and a quarterback that will throw the ball down the field. They will get theirs. They will get theirs. There will be times when the corner gets beat. I'm letting y'all know right now. But how often will it happen? I think that's the part that 49ers need to focus on. You got to limit the big plays from Jamar Chase. Let's talk about Jamar Chase a little bit and kind of what my scouting report was on him. So, Jamar Chase was touted as a generational talent. I pushed back on that because when I think of generational talent, and to me, maybe my expectations are just higher or different than other people's. But when I think of generational talent, I think of a guy that you literally can only get once a generation. And we're talking about prospect, right? We're talking about as prospects. That's what he was. Jamar Chase was pegged and labeled as a generational prospect. I pushed back on that and did not think that he was that. Terrific receiver. Really good. Generational. I had to back off that a little bit. I'm still taking heat for that. And I don't know why. He's really good. He's an excellent receiver. Generational to me is as a prospect, you Calvin Johnson. When you're 6'5, 235 pounds, 240 pounds, run the way that he did, be able to do the things that he did. Calvin Johnson, that's a generational prospect to me. I see somebody in the chat. Let me see where I see. I just saw a generational talent is more like Megatron, Julio Jones. Julio Jones. Even though Julio wasn't even the first receiver taken in that class, it was actually AJ Green. But even AJ Green, guys that are like, it's like, wow, I can't get anything like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Julio, 6'3, 225 pounds, ran 4'3. AJ Green, 6'4, to be able to move the way he did. Like, it's hard to get those type of guys. Like, that is more generational to me than a really good receiver that's 6 foot, 200 pounds. Okay, he runs well, struggles with separation. Like, okay, but he can catch the vertically, the deep ball. Awesome. Right. So that was kind of my thing on Jamar Chase. Can he win consistently on, underneath routes right now? Things where you need him, you can count on him to get open. I was like, can he do it consistently? And I didn't think so. Right. I didn't think so. And I'm not wrong. What's been the biggest issue? What how has Jamar Chase gotten most of his production? It's the go routes, right? It's the deep balls. It's the, you know what I'm saying? There was a play against the Ravens where he like caught like a bang eight, broke a tackle, and took off. He's extremely talented, but he is a vertical threat. If I'm the 49ers, it's tough because you want your defensive backs to be more aggressive with him, but he can run by you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part that, with Jamar Chase, he has legit vertical speed. I would be aggressive with him because when I watched his film and I watched his all 22 and I did those breakdowns on him, a lot of it was he can win vertically, but he also loses that same way and he struggles to create separation. Now, if you let him just if you let them just continue to air it out to him, then he can beat you that way. But I would probably be more physical with him. Here's how you stop Jamar Chase. I don't want to say stop. Here's how you limit Jamar Chase. You play too high. If you play too high, I think you'll limit Jamar Chase. And what I mean by that is be aggressive with him at the line of scrimmage because he's typically not somebody that's going to beat you right now, right? Typically not someone that's going to beat you right now. So be aggressive with him there and have, too high. So, okay, I'm not worried about him running by Dante Johnson. And I bet you will limit what he does. If Jamar Chase has any chance of beating the 49ers in this game, it will be because the 49ers play single high. And he will get you. And his quarterback, Joe Burrow, will air that hole out. He will. So play aggressive with him at the line of scrimmage. You got to do more too high. And I believe that will be how you limit Jamar Chase in this game. Now, 49ers will tell you, Croc, shut the hell up. We're going to play our defense. We don't give up big plays consistently, right? In the secondary. That hasn't been an issue, right? That's what the 49ers will tell me. So I saw my guy Chris post a chat in here, and I asked, have the 49ers given up a 400-yard passer? Because the Bengals have. No team has passed for 400 yards on the 49ers this year. And they played against some good quarterbacks. They played against Aaron Rodgers. They played against Russell Wilson twice now. They played against Kyler Murray once, and then Colt McCoy. Kyler Murray didn't have a big game. What do you throw for like 200 yards or something like that? I mean, 49ers have done a good job limiting big plays and not having explosive passing performances against them. Now we talk about the other guy, all right, and the other guy is T. Higgins, and T. Higgins, he's I don't want to say he's more difficult to stop, but just his length that can pose a problem. Really, both of these guys are terrific contested catch guys. That can pose a problem. Here we go. Jared Goff, 338 yards on the 49ers was the most. And that's a good amount. And that's also a dude that had to throw the ball so much because they were down 41-17 with 2 minutes left. You know what I'm saying? Our offense limits possessions. That's why we were not giving up a lot of yards. I don't agree with this. I think you could say that in some of the games, but 49ers played against the Seahawks in the first matchup, and the defense forced 5 straight 3-and-outs. But the offense wasn't moving the ball. They moved the ball on like the first drive. Offense wasn't really scoring points. Offense only scored 7 points in that game. I'd go back and think that the Seahawks won the time of possession. 49ers came out, forced 5 straight 3-and-outs on defense. That's why they don't give up a lot of yards. Yeah, only last few. It's only been those 3-game winning streaks. They ran the ball 40 times, and that was big time ball control. That hadn't really been the 49ers most of the season. Look at the Eagles game. 49ers came out 3 straight 3-and-outs. Offense wasn't holding the ball in that game. The defense was holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make me mad. Y'all finna make me mad. We got to start putting a little bit more respect on the 49ers defense and the pass defense. They're not bad, y'all. They're not bad. They're not bad. Are they great? No. Could you do better? Yes. Do you want to improve? Of course. But y'all we gotta put a little bit more respect, y'all. Tries. We can't. We're telling you the facts, and then you keep coming with something else. Now it's some of those teams suck. All right, come on, Trice. Come on, man. Just get a 49. Can you just admit that they're not as bad as you think? Just okay, the defense isn't as bad as I think it is.